Donald Trump was crashing out late last night, post after post, as he was having a meltdown, as war with Iran once again seems imminent, as this phony and fake ceasefire appears to about to dissolve and potentially leading to massive escalation. If you take a look right here of the map
No way. No way. Trump has psychotic meltdowns. Iran prepares war. No way.
of air traffic, you can see major U.S. Air Force C-17 air bridge right here. You see to the Middle East. This is more traffic than usual flying over the Middle East and Europe. We're keeping our eye on the activity there.
Damn, they have so much increase in air traffic. Why?
Also, you have Professor Morandi, who's with the Iran negotiating team.
Okay.
He posted, I believe the Iranians assume that war will flare up soon and they are working on expanding facilities and manufacturing drones.
Oh my God. This is a World War situation. They are manufacturing and all.
Iran has devised a plan to prolong the war with the aim of reaching a point where America becomes convinced that it must end. And they believe that Donald Trump is making up all of these things about the negotiations to buy time for an escalation. And
This is bad. Iran wants nuclear weapon as bad as no one ever think about.
then there was this statement, more like a warning, issued by Reza Maghadam, Iran's ambassador to Pakistan. Now, Reza
What?
was instrumental in the first round of Islamabad
Negotiation.
discussions
Yes.
between Iran and the United
Yes.
States in his role as ambassador to Pakistan.
Yes, he's the one who has lead role between US and Iran negotiations in Islamabad, Pakistan.
Here's what he posted late last
Look,
night.
let's look.
These words are dire. These words are grim. Here's what he posted. It is
Okay.
a truth universally acknowledged, Reza writes, that a single country in possession of a large civilization will not negotiate under threat and force. This is a substantial Islamic and theological principle I wish the U.S. would have perceived.
This is big blow. ...
I wish the U.S. would have perceived.
Yeah.
These words are haunting,
So much.
especially when you realize that when
my-
lots of people were saying negotiations could never take place in Islamabad the first time, Reza was the person saying, let's just
Oh
give
my
it a
God.
try. And right
Oh my God.
now he's saying, the U.S., you screwed it up. I wish the U.S. would have perceived. This right here, to me, signals everything. Donald Trump,
This is everything. This is everything. My God. Oh my God. Watch this full.
meanwhile, making post after post at midnight last night, posts like this: Operation Midnight Hammer. That's where the U.S. B-2 bombers hit some of the Iranian
Yes, that
facilities
was
in
the-
June. And Donald Trump said everything was totally obliterated. But now he says Iran still has nuclear weapons
Yes,
and that that's
he
what
said
needed
it.
to be stopped. And that's why
This
he and Netanyahu had to rush it alone and invade Iran in this unlawful war. I digress. Late last night around midnight, Donald Trump posted, Operation Midnight Hammer was a complete and total obliteration of the nuclear dust sites in Iran. Therefore, digging it out will be a long and difficult process.
I mean, Donald Trump has gone mad for this, and he's literally just doing that.
Fake news, CNN, and other corrupt media networks and platforms fail to give our great aviators the credit they deserve, always trying to demean and belittle
I mean,
losers, exclamation point. I genuinely have no clue what you're talking about.
he's just gone. He's getting night thoughts, I guess.
If the nuclear facilities are totally obliterated
Yeah.
and Iran doesn't pose any imminent risk of being able to utilize nuclear weapons,
Mhm.
what the hell
Yeah.
are we doing? It's pretty basic logic, in my opinion. And one of the
Yes, yes, it is a pretty basic logic. I mean, everybody knows it. Our children can know it.
reasons Donald Trump is freaking out is Iran is holding strong to its 10-point
Very,
negotiating framework, and it's
very
saying
strong.
we're not going to agree to deviate from the 10-point framework that you
Yes.
previously agreed to, Donald, that we put out there. So if you want to negotiate with us, you got to end this blockade in the Persian Gulf, and you got to agree to negotiate within the 10-point framework. If that's how you feel free to send J.D. Vance and Witkoff and Kushner, but we're negotiating within the 10
No way, they are making it worse. They are making it worse.
10-point framework. Also, Iran released this animated video mocking Donald Trump yesterday
I watched this. I watched this.
and Trump's horrible negotiations and how Trump goes back and forth and just changes his mind, and he's so erratic that even American military generals are saying that Donald Trump should not be in the Situation Room. That's how bad it's got. Here's the video that Iran just released.
This is very bad situation. Just watch this video and you will understand what it all is.
Let's play this clip.
Yeah.
The Strait of Iran is fully open and ready for full passage.
Damn.
Only if your naval blockade is lifted.
Oh, and you guys are giving up all of
He's portraying himself as Jesus Christ.
your enriched uranium. It's going to the United States.
Iran's uranium will not be transferred anywhere. This is a sovereign red line. You guys have to stop dreaming.
Perhaps we could take a small break.
No break! We're making great progress!
Donald, bro.
This is the golden age of the Middle East.
By the way, what is this guy wearing? Do not ask.
He said, do not ask.
Otherwise,
Me too, bomber.
You would be bombed to hell.
to hell. Confirmed.
Oh, damn, bro.
Oh well, look what we got here.
What is this?
Every ship that goes through the strait will get shot.
Like the two vessels today.
Whoa.
We will
They saw two vessels. One is Indian vessel.
not let you blackmail us!
The strait has returned to its previous state. Strict management and control by Iran.
The meeting went great. Most points agreed. We are very close to a deal.
Maybe you should stay off Twitter for a bit.
He's negotiating with himself again.
Damn, war tune is best, man.
Want the full story behind the recent negotiations? Comment Hormuz. We'll DM you the full breakdown.
Comment Hormuz. I will DM you the full breakdown.
And follow Wartoon every day, a new weapon, a new story.
And now Trump regime officials are admitting that Donald Trump's psychotic meltdowns are making negotiations with Iran virtually impossible. CNN is now reporting that top Trump officials acknowledge that Trump's public tirades have been detrimental to talks, noting the sensitivity of the negotiations and Iranians' deep mistrust of the U.S.
This is bad. Chaotic meltdowns of Donald Trump. I mean, bro.
Whenever there seems to be progress made, Donald Trump goes on social media
Yes.
and starts to make these,
He make things even worse. He make things worse always, every time.
psychotic posts. He starts attacking Iran, and that pulls them away from any potential advances that are being made in these negotiations.
Yes.
The Iranians don't appreciate Donald Trump going on social media and making these posts, and that's being leaked to CNN right now.
Yes.
Donald Trump also attacking United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer last night around midnight. Donald Trump writes, Prime Minister Keir Starmer of the United Kingdom acknowledged that he exercised wrong judgment when he chose his ambassador to Washington. I agree, he was a really bad pick. Plenty of time to recover, however, DJT. Hey, Donald, you are one of the main leaders of the cabal covering up the Epstein files, covering up
Trump. Bro, what
the
you
child
doing?
sex trafficking ring. The reason that Mandelson was removed as being the ambassador to the United States was because of his Epstein connections.
Yes. If Donald Trump has connections with Epstein, and you see, nobody is talking about Epstein right now because of this war is happening.
Exactly the same reason why you deserve to be in jail, in my opinion, and why you deserve to be impeached, and you should never be anywhere near the Oval Office and never be around children or anybody at all. That's why Mandelson was removed, because of his Epstein connections. Based on that logic, that's why you should be removed as well. Donald
Trump has Epstein connection as well as others have.
Trump also posted the following last night around midnight: treason, exclamation point. And it's a photo of him and former President Biden.
Joe Biden, yeah.
And then Trump reposts an
Link.
article that says, Democrat Ukraine narrative has gone into reverse as GOP seeks to expunge Trump's 2019 impeachment. I mean, that's what you're posting at midnight last night.
What you doing, Trump? Go to sleep, bro. It's just midnight.
You are truly a vile lunatic that is what you're posting at night, expunging your 2019 impeachment. You just this past week extended the removal of sanctions against Russian oil. So yeah, Russia. You had Putin like throw a party with you in Alaska over that past August. So yeah, Russia. Frankly, what you got impeached.
I think Donald, just like Russian vodka, is so in love with Russia so much.
For your last term, to me, is like something that you probably do every day before, like, I don't know, before I wake up in the morning. It's like a footnote in the day based on your dastardly and criminal conduct, in my opinion. This term makes that impeachment look,
I mean, yeah, this is all true. I just agree on these things. Yes.
like nothing. I mean, the moment the Democrats get into power, you should be impeached for 1,000 things you do every day. My question is, how long are the articles of impeachment going to be? Because I think they're going to be longer than, I don't know. It's got to be like
Yeah.
it's got to be like 5,000 different grounds at least.
Yeah, at least this is what we looking at.
Then
Yes.
Donald Trump posts the following: Thank you, Senator Rick Scott. Hopefully justice will finally prevail. And it's more about Donald Trump expunging a 2019 impeachment.
Again. What are you doing
What
at
the hell
night?
are you talking about, you loser? The United States right now is involved
He said him loser, man. The way he said him loser, I'm gonna watch it again.
about Donald Trump
Watch again.
expunging a 2019 impeachment. Like, what the hell are you talking about, you loser? The United
Dude.
States right now is involved in this catastrophic and unlawful war in Iran. People are suffering here, psychologically tortured. If they're lucky enough to get a paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, you've ripped health care away from people.
Yes.
People can't afford gas and groceries.
Nothing is affordable. People are, I mean, literally in the purge of dying to just meet their ends. People are not able to meet ends.
People can't afford anything. You said you were
Nothing.
going to make things more affordable on day one. You made things less affordable right now. You promised you would end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours
Yes,
from Russia's
yes.
invasion. Instead, you
This is what Trump said when he was about to be going to be president, and now
spread war throughout the entire world. As I said, you are a criminal. You are a sexual predator.
yes, he's a criminal. He's a sexual predator, and he just started World War III, man.
In my opinion, based on being found liable in a civil verdict in the E. Jean Carroll case, and also based on your statements. You are a fraud. You are a bankrupter. And this is what
Yes. Donald Trump was a bankrupter for few times. Few times he was on minus. He was on loans. He got nothing in his hand.
you're posting. And by the way, I think you're cognitively and physically addled. So it was notable that last night, or yesterday rather, Caroline Levitt, your chief propagandist, posted the following fact sheet. Fact sheet: Donald Trump is accelerating medical treatments for serious mental illness. As we wrote on the Midas Touch account, the first step in solving a problem is recognizing that there is one. And then Donald Trump last night called into CNN and said, well, the Iranians, they're going to negotiate. And if they don't, they're going to see problems like they've never seen before.
I mean, they are saying Donald Trump got some mental illness. Oh my God.
Worst types of problems what are you even talking about? Problems they've never seen before. Iran doesn't care. Their parliament leader, MB Ghalibaf, writes, Trump, by imposing a siege and violating the ceasefire, seeks to turn this negotiating table in his own imagination into a table of surrender or to justify renewed warmongering. We do not accept negotiations under the shadow of threats. And in the past 2 weeks, we have prepared to reveal new cards on the battlefield. And that's what Iran's.
This is what it is, guys. This is what it is. Iran has cards in him. Yes, Iran got cards, he got powers, and this war can be so long as you can think of. So long.
Emphasized that they've used the ceasefire to build back up its ballistic missiles and its Shahi drones.
Yes.
In my opinion, they probably got in a lot of new weapons from Russia and the Caspian Sea
True,
and China
true.
as well. That's my guess. And that Iran is preparing right now for war to start again. I think Iran realizes that's where this is headed. All of Donald Trump's contradictory statements. Donald Trump continues the blockade. If this continues, I think this heads down a path towards escalation. The Iranian social media accounts are posting things like this as well. Take care of your bruised hand, Trump. You can make your posts
Oh, hand is so much personal right here. Damn, man.
shorter. where they posted this image. Donald Trump is a liar and manipulates the market with his lies and price interference. Warnings about the impact of political statements and market instability, sharp fluctuations in assets prices during periods of media escalation, concerns about exploiting information for financial gain. When words become a tool in the market, price becomes a reflection
Yes, he just sorted the things. He's making so bad in like
of
my
discourse. Also, Lloyd's List reported the following. At least 26 Iranian Shadow Fleet vessels have bypassed the U.S. blockade, with more than 10 vessels transiting past the U.S. blockade line since the terms were expanded last week. 11 tankers laden with Iranian cargo have left the Gulf of Oman or Middle East Gulf since April.
This is what we have. Okay, 26 Iranian shadow fleets are bypassing the US blockade. How they're doing it?
13th, and a Greek-owned bulker left an Iranian port on
How?
April 15th and passed the blockade line on April 19th. So when the Trump regime's acting all tough that it interdicted one Iranian cargo ship that was heading to China, that's why Iran's like mocking him. It's like, what, the powerful U.S. Navy couldn't stop 25 of our other
26. Okay, 26 of
Shadow Fleet
Wow.
vessels.
Wow.
You stopped one cargo ship and you're bragging about it like that's your accomplishment. You went from regime change and total obliteration to now you're saying, oh, we stopped one Iranian cargo ship.
Wow.
And that's what you view as a victory. And they just continue to mock.
Dude, if you see both of the points, if you see both of the sides, it's a game, bro. It's a game.
Donald Trump on that. Meanwhile, you have Caroline Levitt going on state regime media, which
Yeah.
calls itself Fox, and it
Let's
says the
watch.
media is trying to say that we're worse off since Donald Trump launched this war in Iran. We're far better off. Really, as my friend Brian Tyler Cohen writes, at least 13 American service members are dead, 400 injured, 50 billion spent. It's probably closer to 200 billion. Gas prices are record high. All prices are records high. Meanwhile, the Iranian regime went from one Khomeini who was in his 80s to a younger Khomeini, and the Strait of Hormuz went from open to closed. I'd say that qualifies as being in a worse position here. Play
Yeah, this is what it is. Brian got it. You got it, man. This is all
this clip of
true.
Levitt.
Finally had the courage to do. Our military took out more than 13,000 targets. The Iranian Navy is in the bottom of the sea. We have completely depleted their air
Shut your mouth, lady. Shut your mouth. You're just bluffing, man.
force, their military,
This Fox News is
their
Dude.
ability for their leaders to communicate with one another inside this radical regime. Yet the American media is still trying to say that the United States is in a worse off position than we were at the start of this, that Iran still poses a threat. It's all a bunch of nonsense. They are rooting against this president and therefore our country, and it's really despicable to watch. But the facts are the facts. President Trump
this is so bad, man.
has been the steady leader our country needs throughout this entire endeavor. And again, thanks to the success of the military operation and his hardline negotiating style, we're on the brink of a deal. And if not, the president as commander-in-chief still has a number of options at his disposal that he's unafraid to use. And President Trump has proven before he does not bluff. When he makes a promise, he follows through on it. And I'm not sure why, after 10 years of covering this president, the American media still cannot understand when President Trump says he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
More from Levitt right here saying if there's one thing that we know about Donald Trump, he says what he means. No, he literally
No, it does not do that.
contradicts himself every single day. Here, play this clip.
President Trump has been the steady leader our country needs throughout this entire endeavor. And again, thanks to the success of the military operation and his hardline negotiating style, we're on the brink of a deal. And if not, the president as commander-in-chief still has a number of options at his disposal that he's unafraid to use.
Do you ever see what you are saying? Do you understand what you are saying? You are just, oh my God, you're reading the script, bro. You got a script and you're reading it.
And President Trump has proven before he does not bluff. When he makes a promise, he follows through on it. And I'm not sure why, after 10
bluffs
years
every
of
time.
covering this president, the American media still cannot understand when President Trump says he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
Like this, we have this video clip of Donald Trump contradicting what he says. Here, play this clip.
Okay.
We finish pretty quickly. I do see a deal in Iran. Could be soon.
We are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I think it's close to over here.
He's just saying close, 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 close. What do you mean by close? A year? A decade? A century?
I view it as very close to over. I will say the war in Iran is going along swimmingly. We
No,
can
dude.
do whatever we want, and it should be ending pretty soon.
There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. And
Yeah.
thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Be sure to
This
add the
is
mic.
the best channel I ever watched, guys. If you are not watching Media Touch, you should watch it. They are the best.